Right. So today's Reddit cheating story is a short one, and you'll probably be annoyed as to why OP chose to settle down with someone like this.
Okay, hit me with it.
So, Susie, who's 35, is married to a guy called Tyrone, who's 39, and the couple met 9 years ago. When they first met, Susie was blown away by him, but she says it's because she was young and naive. Still, at the time, Tyrone was someone she saw as a real man. He was handsome, strong, charismatic, and of course, jam-packed with issues. Throughout her childhood, Susie experienced trauma, and it's something she believes affected the choices she made as she got older. Her dad also left her mom for a younger woman, and ever since then, Susie's always wanted to be the one who'd get chosen, no matter what. Wanting to be the kind of woman who could change a guy. You know, make him see her worth.
That was a mistake.
No doubt, which is why she took to Reddit to share her cheating story. Anyway, when Susie and Tyrone started dating, she found out he was seeing other women and had children, and later, he spent 7 years in jail. When he eventually got out, he said that he wanted to marry Susie, and when he violated his probation, she stood by his side. Now that he was a free man again, Susie let it be known that she was ready to have a baby. And Tyrone? Well, he was all about it. A month later, Susie was pregnant, and from her account, things were going really well between them. Susie felt bad for Tyrone's previous baby mamas because they didn't have the opportunity to experience what she was getting from her relationship with him. However, a few months after their gender reveal, Susie found out that Tyrone was talking to one of his exes, and to make it worse, it was a girl she wasn't very fond of. This girl knew Susie was pregnant and engaged to Tyrone, but she'd still send him nudes and ask him to come back to her. In no uncertain terms, Susie let Tyrone know that he's free to do what he wants, but it'd have to be without her. That said, if he chose to leave her for his ex, she'd still let him see his kid, because she'd never want to separate them. While Susie was ready to let him go, Tyrone said he didn't want to leave, and after that, he started doing right by her. Their son was born a few months after that drama, and Susie couldn't believe how much he'd changed, which obviously worked wonders on her because a few months after having their first child, she was pregnant again. Susie was super excited about having another child with Tyrone, but a month before sharing her story on Reddit, she found out Tyrone had cheated on her with multiple women.
Nobody should be shocked by this. Surely.
Well, Susie sure seemed surprised, and she was even more disappointed when she saw that the women Tyrone slept with weren't as attractive as her. In fact, she went as far as to say they were straight up ugly. Susie thought, if you're going to cheat on me, at least do it with someone hotter. Anyway, this story ended with Susie being worried about what to do with her life now that she's older and has 2 kids.
Did she leave the guy in the end?
She sort of alludes to that being her plan, but we don't know for sure. While I sort of feel bad for her, she knew what sort of person she was dealing with. He had children with multiple women and was in and out of jail. So honestly, I don't know what sort of result she was expecting. And while having children isn't always a deal breaker for guys, I'd always be wary about who the children's father is and what potential drama I could be welcoming into my life. You have to be careful about who you choose to marry and have kids with, because what you're doing is making a lifetime commitment. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's video on coffee and popcorn, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.